get to some news right quick. I tried to post some links in the community post, but for whatever reason, they were taken down. So, or when they clicked on them, they said Twitter had removed it or something. So, let's just do a quick video. I'm at work today, but still getting all the news updates, trying to figure out a way to post them. But since they're being blocked some kind of way, we're just going to do a little update video for the 23rd. Okay. And let's see. British media, regular Ofcom has stepped up in oversight of coverage of events in Ukraine. So, also, Ukraine is under a cyber attack currently. Some of their banks and money has been attacked and frozen. They can't get into it. Okay. And I'm going to see if we can get to some of those. There's some other footage as well. Russian FM. Okay, so there's a statement being... Now, also, it was said that Putin wanted to have us talk after the so-called sanctions, but I'm not sure how real that can be after all the talks that so far didn't go through. Different U.S. Entities are now preparing for a possible cyber attack from Russia. One main target could be New York City's financial district. Okay. Not only is Ukraine. So remember, the parliament told Putin that he was free to go up against anybody in Ukraine and foreign. So that means everybody. So let's see. Let's keep going. Vladimir Putin has released a video message for his American counterpart announcing he is open. This is the dialogue that I was saying, that he said he was open to having a dialogue. I don't know how much you can trust that. Okay. That was 41 minutes ago. To now, the time is 11:43. Israel army dropped leaflets in southern Syria on Wednesday, warning Syrian soldiers not to cooperate with Hezbollah, hours after carrying out strikes on observation posts and financial buildings near the border town of Q. That's not the Q-tip, people. I'm just not trying to butcher those names. So again, they're still bombing near Damascus as well. Prophecy is yet to be fulfilled, but it's getting there, folks. Okay. Let's see. Since I'm gonna have to, now activated another phone, so I can keep up. Shells hit close to civilians near Lugansk, causing damage. So let's open this up. Oh, poor puppy. Hurt the animal. Okay, so let's get into ELINT news. They post pretty good intel. 2 emails this morning from Russia state media outlets seeking interviews on prospect of Ukraine nuclear weapons, a pretty transparent bid to establish and disseminate a narrative around this. It seems, and my other phone is going off. Good Lord, I can't keep up. So there is a transparent bid to establish and to disseminate a narrative around this. It seems, including English, hope no one emulates their credibility on this. Okay. Donbass checkpoints. There's a state of emergency. Services of Ukraine and Donetsk region are being vacated. So they are hauling on up out of there, from what I've seen. Also, Ukraine foreign minister, Russia is ready to attack, and this is an hour ago, we have a short time to deter it from this step. I don't think it's going to happen myself. Don't think it's going to happen. You got maps of where they're coming in at, as far as the intelligence goes. Okay. Another Ukraine soldier killed today, one more wounded, joint force operations. Okay. So, this person says, prisoner of consequences or consciousness, I guess. There appears to be coordinated attack on accounts reporting on the situation on the ground in Ukraine and around it based on open source and local witness because they are under a financial attack because there is a cyber attack against them. Okay. 1 hour ago, the evacuation of Russian diplomats from the Russian embassy in Kiev. Ukrainians have already left. Some messages on fence. So there you go. Ukraine banks government websites hit by DDoS attack. So there are also cyber attacks over there, and we are being warned of cyber attacks over here. I don't want to put nobody in a panic about going to take your money out, but I've said before, even if you do take your money out and they say they hit the grid, you wouldn't be able to use it anyway. Because if there was an attack, we wouldn't be able to use our funds. Not only just not in the bank, but the stores. So that's where you would have rioting and all that stuff that would happen. But I'm not too sure on how quick that could happen. Okay. Let's see. NetBlocks, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Internal Affairs, the Security Service of Ukraine, and Cabinet of Ministers website has just been impacted by network disruption. The incident appears consistent with recent DDoS attacks. Okay. This was 2 hours ago, which means this would have been about 9:48. Under Ukraine, under another cyber attack. I think this is what I was trying to post, and it got taken down. Of MF websites of MFA, Cabinet of Ministries, and the Parliament are down. So when you come in and attack, this is what you do. Okay. 4 hours ago, large Russian convoy in Belgorod from the border of Ukraine, reportedly today, moving south towards the border. Let's look at this. The Russians are coming. Now, they're 8 hours ahead of us, so that means it's almost 7 o'clock at night over there. This was taken earlier in the morning their time, but it's still on the 23rd, okay? So let's get out of that. NATO E3 Century, NATO 002, orbiting near Ukraine border. Let's see if we can get this to open up. I got some intelligence up in the air. Okay, I wanted to see it, but it's not opening. Ukraine president says cannot predict the steps from Russian-backed separatists. Poland and Lithuania 3 hours ago. President says Ukraine deserves EU candidate statutes. Will support Ukraine in this global joint declaration. And yet here you have more video. More video of the sword against the land moving. So that's what I'm saying. If he's talking about having an open dialogue, they're still moving weapons, folks. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. They're still moving their peoples toward the border. Equipment. All right, now let's get out of that. All right. So, major thing I wanted to talk about was pending U.S. cyber attack. Ukraine is already under a cyber attack. And here you have video of equipment moving through the streets and towns and city. But when you talk about the distance between where they are in Donbass going to Kyiv, which is the capital, it's going to take some hours. Okay. Ukraine top, this was 6 hours ago. Ukraine top official says Ukraine to introduce state emergency in all regions apart from Donetsk, and Luhansk. That's the Donbass area. Both of those together. Okay. Hundreds. I mean, you can see the artillery moving. The battalion is on the road. Okay. So there is no stopping this. I don't know what this whole deal is about him wanting to have a sit down or a talk. But, you know, I like to see the videos from the people on the ground because to me, it makes more sense to see actual footage. 1 minute ago, what are the chances of day, month, and year having the same digit? What about the chances of it landing on the day that sounds like the number twos, baby? That's what I was talking about yesterday. Joe Biden coming out at 2:22 when he was supposed to have been talking at 1 o'clock. Here they talking about the same thing. Okay. Canadian prepper saying state of emergency, nuclear war. We already know that, bruh. Okay, so let's back out of that. NTD News is, let's see what these guys talking about. A jury on Tuesday found 3 men killed. I don't want to talk about that. Let's see. Okay, so remember, the United States is under a threat for cyber attacks, and Ukraine is already under cyber attacks. Okay, but yet here's Trump still popping up in the news. So is Obama. Okay. And they're still talking about this woman that was chained up in China. You know, they do their people dirty over there anyway. That ain't nothing that's surprising me at all. Okay, so let me see if there's anything hot. Just want to come on here and make a video here. Let's go to disclose. Also, China is supposed to have been being blamed for another pandemic release during the, as we talked about on the call last night, during the Olympics. Just in, large-scale cyber attack. Okay, that's basically the big news right now. 2 cyber attacks underway. Possible U.S. cyber attack, and Ukraine is currently under one. Also, we want to keep our eyeballs on China. You have Trudeau talking about he's still keeping his authority in place at checkpoints because he says he don't think it's over. Also, there is National Guards being being deployed at the Capitol because of what's possibly getting ready to happen down there while Joe Biden is getting ready to make his speech. And one brother said on the Zoom that he had a vision that something would happen to Joe Biden, and Hillary and the great Kamala would then fill the positions of presidency. Something to think about. Now, 20 hours, it says the Russian VBE Bank is offline following Biden's remark of financial institutions is a part of the U.S. sanction. So, have you seen this? That fool that took a hostage in Amsterdam at the Apple store. Guess he wanted that iPhone 13 Pro, and he couldn't get it. All right. People losing their mind out here. Straight losing their mind. Okay. So 7 minutes ago, confirming Newsweek that the U.S. has issued a new warning about Ukraine government that the latest intelligence points to a full-scale attack imminent, per Ukrainian and U.S. officials. At particular risk, warning said, is the northeastern city of Kharkiv. Okay. So, again, attacks are on the way. And we see these things happening. This is a good one, too. Let me see what they're talking about. High-resolution imagery of Dublin camp located by North Chernobyl. This is where they are hanging out at, I guess. Okay. Let's go to their media before I get off of this video. Okay. They had some good stuff on here, too. Supposedly, this is where troops are hanging out at. And they have satellite imagery of it. It's probably where they're based at, okay? So we looked at this the other night, last night. They are burning Intel. They don't want nobody to know what's up. Okay, so let's see. Giving you guys a quick update on one of my breaks. So let's see. Okay? So Ukraine has been okay. There's a new full-scale attack. So we're just gonna keep watching. I'm gonna be popping on throughout the day on my breaks, giving you guys some updates. Okay. And for right now, I think that will do it. Other than these folks being on the street, tanks on the street, lining up, and we're going to be looking at particular wars happening, invasions happening, and keep an eye out on our financial and banking system over here for cyber attack. Check your internet, cell phone coverage. Make sure you still got that up, because it's highly possible that we could get hit with that cyber attack too. Because when you go after one, you're going to go after the other one at the same time. Okay? All right, guys, I'll be back on later today. Peace.